Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, the Kwakadash, giving double honor to the apostles, elders, great millstone, peace and blessings, spread Christian truth and sincerity, and abide with glory. All right, so brother the Kwakadash coming through to give another lesson. All right, this time talking about being humble, right? Because when you're being humble, right, right, it says right here, primarily signifies, so it means you basically showing. And it says primarily signifies low lying. It is used always in a good sense in T metaphorically to designate a low degree brought low. So to be humble is to be brought low, a low degree, low lying, basically in a low state. For example, we, the nation of Israel, should be pretty humble because we're in a pretty low state. We're in a low ranking, right? Basically to be brought down. Right? Someone who has $1 million who ends up being homeless the next day, they're gonna be humbled. You know, they're gonna start to see the world differently because they've been humbled, right? Anyone, you got boxers. When one dude get knocked out, he get humbled. He's not talking trash anymore. It's called the humbling, right? To lose it all, to be brought low, right? Because pride is when you got it all, or when you think you got it all, and now you just feel like everything belongs to you. You right, everybody wrong. That's the pride is the opposite of humble, right? Because before destruction, cometh pride. But this is Ephesians 4:2. With all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love. Right? That's Ephesians 4:2. It say with all lowliness and meekness. These are the characteristics of a man of the Lord. Lowliness is humbleness. That's the same thing. With meekness, long suffering. To be brought low, that's long suffering, right? That's long suffering, real talk. To be brought low. Because you got to continually, when you get humble, it's not just a 1 second thing. You got to endure it. This is Proverbs 11:2. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. All right, so when pride cometh, then you start to mess up, start to fall on the Lord's bad side. You start to bring shame to yourself. But with the lowly, it's wisdom. All right, when you low, it's a reason why brothers may not always be in the best of spirits, but that's what comes with wisdom, right? That's what comes with it. That's a part of long suffering, to know that we in this wicked. When you know you in jail, when you know you being oppressed, it hit different. That's a big reason on why we try to be humble, because we know what state we in. You could lose your life today and won't nobody be punished for it. A fucking Edomite, our worst enemy, could come kill us right now and won't be punished for it. At least in this time period. Of course, the Lord is always going, check everything, right? This is James 4:10. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. All right. So you want to be lifted up, humble yourself. Be lowly. Be as a servant. All right, because those people that sit on high places and on statues and all that stuff right now, I mean, hey, that's on them. Because the Lord gonna bring them down. This is Colossians 3 and 12. Put on, therefore, as the elect of Yahweh, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, and long suffering. Fun fact, you see those words together a lot, right? But it said humbleness. That's a part of the shield, humbleness. Because you find good sight, or you find good works in that. Someone who humble not gonna be no prideful prick, just walking around thinking they better than everybody. No, he gonna treat people right. The Lord gonna appreciate that. He gonna see you as a righteous man. All right. This is Proverbs 29 and 23. A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. You gotta be humble in spirit. See, pride gonna always bring you down. Right? When you prideful, you're gonna fall and you're gonna be humble. Right? Because there's no escaping it. You're gonna be humble. That's why you have prideful people that get humbled. Right? If you want to be on top and think you sitting up there, guess what? You're gonna be brought down. And when you know you at the bottom, that's when you start to rise up, but in the right way. Right? This is Second Chronicles 7 and 14. Chapter 7, verse 14. If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land. All right, we had to humble ourselves. You know how hard it was for them to cast off their old gods and all that stuff? That's a humbling experience because you gotta realize like, hey, we ain't nothing without the Lord. People want to say, well, I got money, I got this, I got my weapon. Ultimately, that's a gift from the Lord, and the Lord can take that at any time. He could take it in the moment you need it. That'll humble you. You know, that'll humble you for real. Hope this is edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, the Kadash, giving double honor to the Apostle Elder Great Millstone, giving double honor to the Apostle Elder Great Millstone, peace and blessings of the Christian truth and sincerity in the Bible world.